Shalom, Akim. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I want to get into this little article here. I was watching social media last night, and I stumbled upon a little post that had the president with the vice president and another fellow, and they were at a meeting, and they were saying that they were happy that they had ushered in this peace movement between Israel and Hamas, and then as they were it was just so synchronized like a computer, like a robot, that when they were leaving, the press was asking questions, and usually when the press be asking questions, they keep moving. They ain't gonna answer no more questions. The question's been answered. If you didn't get it, you just didn't get it. But this time the press dude, Mr. President, and now he turns around. He said, are we gonna say that Trump did this? And it was the way, when he asked the question, the president's back was still turned, and he was turning around. Now they all three of the parties turn around at the same time. And he says something a little smart, like, my answer, what do you think? And they all turn around at the same time. I mean, everything is scripted, man. This is all one big movie we're being played in, and at the end of the day, you got a good side and a bad side, and it's best to be on the good side if the Lord is dealing with you, because, you'll be put into any type of trick bag out here. And I'm just saying that this is all just, we've heard this before, we heard this before. And we're not ignorant to this. We're not stupid. They've been fighting for some time. We know where they're fighting. We understand what's going on. It's not by coincidence. It's not by they just sent a rocket over here, we decided to go to war. No, it's deeper than that. And if the Lord ain't dealing with you, you ain't gonna understand it. You ain't gonna get it. We could talk it to her blue in the face. You still ain't gonna get it. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And once again, like I say, we've been down. They played this song for quite some time. Esau's tricks. Israel, Hamas, truce doomed to fail. I'm gonna say yes, and we all know this is yes because it's a lot more progress and steps that have to be taken before any of this. So peace happens, and peace is not going to happen under Esau's regime. And we also know that this Hamas group is just one of the groups. There's many other Ishmaelite groups out there that are blowing, shooting stuff up, and doing whatever they can to get those Karzais out of there, But it was just all too fake, man. It was just too fake. And they're doing this on the hopes because, like I said, the reporter asked, who should we say ushered in this peace, you or Donald Trump? And when Donald Trump keeps coming on TV, he keeps letting people know that what he's going to do, man. He said if peace is not happening by the time I come into office, all hell's going to break loose, and you don't want to see that. And that's what he kept saying. And we know that this is just for the media, for the people's sake, so you can go ahead and pretend like something is actually happening when it's not, because you got to realize these leaders of these people play upon these people's weak feelings, man. This is Psalm 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. Let me back up, Slaki. This is Psalm 55:20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were softer than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. So like I say, this devil's been calling peace and trying to play this peace game for quite some time. And all he's been doing is blowing those people to pieces over there. That's what he's been doing, really blowing them to pieces. There was a instance that happened not this year but last year, 24. When Israel soldiers had bought, they bought the ships with the goods that the people needed off the coast. You know, and when they went out there to go receive the goods, they start shooting them up and just left them for dead out there, man. You know, so war is in this man's heart, man. They got interviews with these Karzai women coming on all on social media. This is an end thing now, telling about how much they want to kill the babies, rape the babies, the Palestinian babies. You know, they just want to do all sorts of heinous things to them. But these are supposed to be God's chosen people, and listen how they talk, man. You know? Listen what's in their heart. You know. They have nothing but war and wickedness in their heart, man. You know, these are not God's chosen people, man. You know, they're the complete opposite. Over in Israel right now is war. Those people are not at peace. They have weddings, they have parties, and all the Iron Dome missile system has to be up and running, because once they get to partying, that's what Ishmael showers in with missiles. You know, he brings in those missiles for them. And what happens, man? You know, explosions in the air and shrapnel flying all over the place. So where's their peace at, man? There's no peace over there. But they keep talking about and playing this role as though there is peace, and that these wicked leaders of the West are the ones that's going to bring in peace. When all you see them doing is adding on to the destruction of the Palestinian people over there, man. To the genocide, they call it, man. It's another name. I don't think it's called genocide. It's another name. It's when it's one way. But yeah, there's no peace over there, man. You know, and they played the role. They played a role that they're peaceful people, man. They got the whole earth. They're here to help. In all actuality, they're polluting the earth with their wickedness. When you look at all these damn porn sites in America, who runs those? Those Karzais, man. They run TV, they run your sports, they run your music, they run everything. There's nothing they don't run. They'll always have their hand in some type of wicked financial doing. Even when you go back to slavery, man, in the days of slavery, man, they ran the slave ships. And then when your black ass got off the slave ship, your black or Latino ass got off the slave ships, they had insurance companies that would book you, you know, just so if master accidentally whoops you to death, he could get paid for that. So yeah, this devil has always talked about peace and in war was in his heart, man, you know, and came with these smooth words, and war was in his heart, man. Nothing but wickedness and war. And then he tries to paint the role as a peaceful man, you know. So he's a liar. He's a liar, a deceiver. This is Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, man. And that's what people are beginning to do now, man. They're beginning to see, you know, the veil of Esau, of his Karzai veil is starting to be pulled out. The whole world is seeing this, man. The whole world is seeing how you're treating Palestinians. It's like, you know, the whole world is seeing this, man. You know, and they're taking note, man. You know, they said that Benjamin, not a Jew, has arrest warrants in different countries in Europe. So his own allies are now against him, you know. So yeah, all that peace talk that we're just here and we're being bullied, the world is now seeing it. It's all been a lie, man. You know, you've been covering up something. What have you been covering up? The truth that you are not the Lord's chosen people, man. You know. And like I said, these other nations in the world, these other heathen nations, they know that now. They're seeing that, man, and they're realizing who the true enemy is. These small hats, these Karzais, these 1948ers, you know, they are the enemy of the earth, you know. And how is that? Because of the wickedness they push, man, and the deeds they do, man. Nothing positive comes from them, man. You know, they've stolen identity and called themselves God's chosen people, man. So they've been hit with multiple offenses, man, and they continue to try to run with these offenses like they're the holy people, man. This is at the end of the day, you know, over there they're talking about that peace with the Palestinians and stuff, and they keep going to them for help and aid, because you got to realize that Gaza Strip, you know, is a little strip, land on one side and water on the other side. And Karzais are trying their hardest to push them all up into the water. Just get rid of them. That's what they keep saying. Get rid of all of them. You know. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember thy words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come near wild beasts, man? So once again, man, so we have pity for you for trusting the enemy, when we're telling you and you've been shown throughout history that he is the enemy, he hates you, his best interest is not your best interest. I was just thinking, I'm watching what's going on in America with these fires and stuff, and all the turmoil. We're only like 2 weeks into this new year, supposed new year, and all this turmoil and stuff going on, and the fires and stuff, the different shootouts and stuff. And right now, niggas and Latinos, we're Americans right now. We're Americans because all hell is breaking loose in America. They want you to be their friend now. But when the good old boys is rolling and everything is going the way they want it, the way they plan it, when comfort is in its all-time high in America, you're a nigga. You're a spick. You're that. You're not an American. You're only an American when it's comfort to them. When they need you to go out and do a job for them, or they need you to help defend the country. That's when you become American. But after that or before that, you're just a spick. You're just a nigga. You're a byword, man. So never trust thy enemy. But I just wanted to bring this up because, like I said, I seen that those three idiots, Sleepy Joe and Kamala, and it was another Edomite who I can't remember who he was. But they just turned around. Everybody is so suspicious. I'm gonna try to find a video and add it onto this. With that being said, I'll just edify. Shalom, Akim.